is the unwritten truths, what they never taught us about us. They taught us to start our story with chains, but the truth, we built before we were broken. We mapped stars, carved kingdoms into stone, spoke languages the wind still remembers. They didn't civilize us, they studied us. Then they erased the evidence. Books burned, names buried, legacies stolen, then resold. They said we were savages, but we were surgeons, philosophers, mathematicians. Slavery wasn't our origin, it was their opportunity. They didn't capture people, they captured knowledge. We weren't just taken, we were targeted because we were the source. Chains turned into contracts, whips turned into policies, plantations became prisons. They outlawed our drums, then sold us the beat. They silenced our tongues, then rewrote the dictionary. Black labor built the roads, the railroads, the wealth, but we were never in the photo. They called it progress, but we called it theft. Every war we fought, we still came home to red lines, burned cities, and empty promises. And yet, we still rise, still invent, still build. We are the story they couldn't bury, the bloodline they couldn't break. Now the veil is cracking. Now the truth is leaking. And this time, we're the ones holding the pen. This isn't history class. This is revelation. Follow at Black Knowledge Network. The app is coming. This is the unwritten truths.
Peace and love. Peace.
This is the unwritten truths. What they never taught us about us. They taught us to start our story with chains. But the truth, we built before we were broken. We mapped stars, carved kingdoms into stone, spoke languages the wind still remembers. They didn't civilize us, they studied us. Then they erased the evidence. Books burned, names buried, legacies stolen, then resold. They said we were savages, but we were surgeons, philosophers, mathematicians. Slavery wasn't our origin, it was their opportunity. They didn't capture people, they captured knowledge. We weren't just taken, we were targeted because we were the source. Chains turned into contracts, whips turned into policies, plantations became prisons. They outlawed our drums, then sold us the beat. They silenced our tongues, then rewrote the dictionary. Black labor built the roads, the railroads, the wealth, but we were never in the photo. They called it progress, but we called it theft. Every war we fought, we still came home to red lines, burned cities, and empty promises. And yet, we still rise, still invent, still build. We are the story they couldn't bury, the bloodline they couldn't break. Now the veil is cracking. Now the truth is leaking. And this time, we're the ones holding the pen. This isn't history class. This is revelation. Follow at Black Knowledge Network. The app is coming. This is the unwritten truths.
Hey, peace. And this is the unwritten truth. Today is the unwritten truth. You know, and I say that because we don't understand how much truth is really being exposed. We don't understand the change that's coming to us. Y'all forgive me here. I'm trying to get my TikTok going up and get other people up in here. I do want to share this on other platforms. Y'all forgive me. That's them talking on TikTok. All right, let's set this up. Y'all forgive me. All right. All right. Let's get this going. It's going to be a good day. This is a day that the Lord has made. Who is the Lord? We are. So this is a day that we have made. Let us rejoice and be glad within it. Peace and love, everyone is coming into the room. I want to give the room a chance to kind of load up. So as the room load up, we'll get to talking. Welcome, Queen. Peace and love to you, Anthony. Welcome. I'm just waiting on the room to get more people in the room before we really start. Also, we are on YouTube. If you would like to tune in to us on YouTube, we started on YouTube earlier, so we have some things that you haven't had a chance to really get in on, and I wish you had it, because we're talking about what's going on in the world today. We're talking about what's going on in Africa right now. We're talking about the unification of Africa with Russia. And then we're talking about us here in America and other countries where we are at. So we're trying to get an idea. We want to talk about, since everything that is going on, the unification, uh, the newness that's going on in Africa. What are we to be doing over here? You know, because many of us feel like we're not a part of Africa. We feel like we're not Africans. But I want to know, what are we as blacks here in America? What are we to be doing today? What change is supposed to be taking place in us? Why change is taking place in Africa? If Africa is uniting with Russia, not to become a servant to Russia, but uniting for the things that they need to build our infrastructure. What are we that are here in America? Because we're all from there. If you're of the dark-skinned race, if you're of that Nubian nation, if you got that kinky hair, that's your home. That's where you originated. You come from the mother of all races. You were kings and queens. You haven't lost that title. You just lost the knowledge of who you are. The title itself is still there. Listen, I'm telling you that we today, as a dark-skinned race of people, we're waking up to knowledge. We're waking up to truth. But we're leaving out the most important thing, our unification, our working together, our truly loving one another. We can't work together if we don't have a love for one another. See, we want to talk about everything that's going on everywhere else, but we don't want to talk about what's happening right here in America among us. Are y'all ready for new leaders? Because the leaders you have right now don't work for us. They work for the enemy. They report to the enemy. They speak for the enemy, not for us. Are you ready for new leaders that's going to be of us? That's not going to work to build up his pockets, but it's going to work to build up their nation. That's us. That's us. One of the reasons I tell you all the time that you are God is so that you will stop looking outside of yourself for a Savior. I teach you that you're God's so you could look to yourself for salvation. So that every one of us can work out his own salvation. So that you can do that which you need to do to become the God that you are. To restore you back to kings and queens. To put you back on the throne. To make you see yourself in a glorified fashion. To make you come together as a people and become one body. To raise the dead bones up. To bring life to the dead, to all them dead bones, all our bones that have died. I want to bring life to them so they can resurrect. I want to put them back together. I want to connect the body back together and make it one whole, strong, firm body of people, of us. I can't do it by myself. I can't. If I could, it had already been done. I can't do it by myself. I need your help. Each and every one of my people that's under my voice, I need your help. I need your help to wake the people up, to wake up our children, to wake up our elders, to wake up our people. It's time for us to start separating the wheat from the chaff. It's time. It's full grown almost. It's time to separate the wheat from the chaff. We didn't let the wheat grow with the chaff. Now it's time to separate. Otherwise, the wheat is going to strangle the chaff. Or is that vice versa? The chaff is going to strangle the wheat. That's us. That's the ones that want change. The wheat are the ones who want newness. The chaff are the ones among us who look like us but don't want change. The ones among us who's not willing to convert over, not willing to return back to their people. We got to separate them from us who want change. We can't keep calling everybody our brother. This battle is real. The battle that's going on outside of us affects us on the inside. So we got to begin to work on the inside so it won't affect us. And the only way we can do that is to be in tune with one another. I don't give you nothing that's not in that word. That word say unite. The word that you believe in, the majority of y'all study and read and talk about. Because I go all over the internet. I go all over the world. I listen to you. I know what's in you. Even though you say you don't believe, yet you still do believe. But you're confused because you don't know what to believe because there's so many things out there to believe. Believe that you are God's. Believe that you are supreme beings. Believe that you are lords and leaders. Believe that we are one people, united as one body. Believe we are one strong body of people. Also believe that our family don't stop here. Our body is not just here. Our body is everywhere. Wherever we are. We got to start understanding that. It's not just us. We're not by ourselves. Stop being selfish. It's us, not I. It's never been I. I destroys, I separate, I breaks down. It's us. Us builds. I can't build nothing by itself. because everything built is built through the unity of a whole, of more than one. Anything is built that stands. One man can build by himself, but it would take him forever to get to where we're trying to go. It would take him forever to build the house that we're trying to build. I'm trying to build a strong house. A strong house is a strong people. But we can't be strong until we unify as one people. I'm not asking you to unify with the world. I'm not asking you to unify with the European. I'm asking you to unify with your people. Now, what's so hard about that? What's wrong about that? This is Truth Day. This is the Sabbath day. This is the day of holiness. When we unite, when we come together, that will be a holy day for our people. That will be a true Sabbath day. Because the minute that we decide to unite, it's the minute we begin walking in our holiness, in our greatness. Because that's the minute we stop depending on others and start depending on one another. We start reaching out to our brothers who's farther away from us and asking them to be our arms or legs, wherever they are at, and our eyes, while we be their eyes and their legs and their hands, wherever we are at. We have to work together. We have to work in unison. We have to work in one accord. God is one people, one nation, one tribe, one family. I don't know if you can feel what I'm saying to you. I don't know how serious you take me. But anyone who knows me knows that I'm very serious about what I'm speaking. I'm not doing this for entertainment. I'm not doing this to make money on TikTok. I'm not doing this for show. I'm not doing it to put myself on a pedestal. I'm doing this out of the love that I have for me. My me is my people. I talk about me as one with my people. I never speak about just me singly as a loner. I'm not independent, not of my people. I need my people. I need you all. Like a fish need water. I need you. I'm not ashamed to say I need you, but I need you in your righteous thinking. I need you to be in your right mind. I need you to come and be with me and unite with me, but I need you to be righteous towards one another. I need you to be united as one. I need you to stop looking at these dead political leaders here that say they're the leaders over us, because they're not. They're not even the leaders for us. I need you to begin to look around in your community and pick leaders within your own community, right there where you at. Pick leaders from among you that you know have a love for you. You don't love yourself if you don't love your people. You lying to yourself. If you're not trying to make amends and unite your people, You don't have no love. Love unites. If you're not trying to work out the differences between you and your people, you don't love your people. Love builds. It does not tear down. It does not destroy. It does not bring pain. It does not bring sorrow. Unity brings joy. Unity, when you united, there is no pain. There is no sorrow. It's only joy and peace. As long as I know, and I've been here for almost a century, I'm 25 years away from a century. And I haven't seen us focus on us since the 60s. We started losing our way in the 60s. By the time we got to the 70s, I don't even know if we knew who we were no more. We was doing everything that all the other nations was putting out there for us to do. We wasn't doing nothing for ourselves no more. We was chasing the almighty dollar that the enemy had made. You know that dollar that you chase today? That put your enemy above your people. You know the dollar that makes you kill your people for? Yeah, that dollar. We put that above our people. We made our people an enemy for that dollar. That dollar was not made by us, nor for us. That dollar was made by your enemy for the use of control. It's time to change, people. It's time to unite, people. Globally. Globally. But it starts right here at home. It starts right here with us here in America. We got to be the example. We ought to be the example. Because if we can do it in America, I mean, we can do it everywhere. Because we know that people in America are divided people. We know that America is Babylon, the world of confusion. No, I'm not old, bro. No. You think I'm old. I run. I do everything you do. I'm still raising children. I have 2 little ones, really 3. I have a 18, a 15, and a 6. So I'm not old, bro. That's a figment of your imagination. I still make babies, bro. I still create life, bro. So I'm not old. The only thing get old is clothes. Your body ain't nothing but some clothes that you wear. But the true being inside don't wear any clothes. The true being inside is young. That's The same spirit that's in you is in me. If your spirit is young, what make you think my spirit ain't young? I'm just trying to get you to understand. I'm not mad at you. I'm not fussing with you. I'm trying to get you to see things in a different way. Don't look at the outward appearance. Don't let that fool you. My daddy used to tell me, boy, believe none of what you hear. Go research for yourself. And believe none on only half of what you see. Because everything you see ain't always what you assume it to be. That's how the enemy wins. We assume. And you know what assume do? Assume makes an out of you and me. The ASS, you and me. You and me. So don't assume. Don't make an ass out of you and me. Become knowledgeable. The spirit don't die. All it does is take on another form. Start somewhere else. All over again. Hopefully not to repeat. Because if you don't reach the mark now of the higher calling, you're gonna have to repeat it. Like when you do wrong, if you don't wake up and stop doing wrong and do what's right, you have to repeat it. That wrong until you get it right. We should be tired of repeating our wrongs. We should be ready, fully ready to get it right. But you know what stops us from getting it right? We don't want to love one another. We don't want to work together. We don't want to correct one another. We don't want to instruct one another. We want to leave that for others to do. Shoot, we at the point now, we don't even want to instruct our children no more. We want others to do it for us. We have lost ourselves, people. We have forgotten who we are. We have died to us. But our unification, our coming back together, our putting down all the so-called things that we hold against one another, letting it go. Because we know that the things we did was done out of ignorance. So we let it go. And we forgive one another. And we move forward. All in the same direction. Moving together in unity. And we begin to build our relationship with one another. I mean, when we come together, we're not going to come together and just be a happy family. We got to work on it. We got to create that happiness that we want. We got to create that family that we want. We can't just come together and think just because we say we're family, we're going to do what we're supposed to. We can't just think because we put our body back together that it's going to work correctly right away. You go into surgery. When you come out, you got to heal. And then once you heal, you got to begin to work on building that body back up, strengthening that body. That's us. We're coming together so we can begin to heal. We can't heal as long as we divided. Peace and love to you, SMG. We can't heal as long as we divided. I'm sorry to say. You know, y'all been in the room a long time. And can I ask you a question? When you come in the room, they did not greet you with peace. Peace to the gods, that's you. That's us. Peace to the kings and the queens, that's us. Whether we walk as fallen gods or risen gods, whether we walk as fallen kings or risen kings, whether we walk as fallen queens or risen queens, we are what we are. You can't take that away from us. The only thing that can be taken away from us is our falsehood, our foolishness, our improper thinking. Nothing else. We need to get rid of them things. The improper thinking of the way we look at one another and the way we treat one another. When you go to treat your brother wrong, do you think before you do it? Do you question yourself and ask yourself, why are you doing it? Do you question yourself and ask yourself, what brought this on? When you blame your brother for doing something or not being right with you, have you thought to think about what it is that you were doing or are doing to cause your brother or sister to be wrong towards you? What makes you feel like they're wrong towards you? What have you done to cause that? What have you done to cause that reaction from their action? Why do you see it as you see it? Do you think before you act wrongly towards your brother or sister? Because all the time I don't. Sometimes I just act out of emotion. They catch me at the wrong time and I have to catch myself. Whoa, wait, this ain't me. This is my emotion. These are my feelings. This ain't me. You can't let your emotions rule you. Because emotions will get you killed. Or emotions will make you kill somebody and be sorry that you did. It's not about emotions. Not about feelings. It's about truth. It's about what's right. It's about what's holy. It's about what's pure. It's about realness. I better cannot tell it. It's about you being who you really truly are. Who are you? Do you ask yourself that question? Who are you? Who are you meant to be? What was your purpose of being created if it was not to be united to that which you are a part of? What is your purpose? What was the purpose of all of us being created if it wasn't for one another? What is the purpose? And if we were created for one another, what is the purpose of how we should live among one another as a people who were created for one another? Think about these things. And when you come back, tell me about it. Tell me what you come up with. Tell me your conclusion. Networking is a muscle that needs building. I agree. I agree. So we need to start working on our muscle and building it up so it can become stronger than what it is. It might be able to carry the bags now, but if we begin to work on it daily, we'll be able to carry more bags. That's carrying one another. We're supposed to carry each other. If your brother is down, pick him up. If your brother needs your help, help him. Help him without looking for anything back. Your help should be your pay because you helped a brother who's just like you. And when you helped your brother who's like you, man, you help you. You see what I'm saying? Thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. Whoever tapped the screen, thank you so much for that. At least you are awakened to show love. I don't ask you to tap the screen just because I am who I am. I ask you to tap the screen so that we can get out there to more people. Because when you tap that screen, that shows me love, that you are listening. It also lets me know that you somewhat agree with me. And it also lets us get out there to more people. If you haven't shared this live with your friends, share it with your friends, share it with your family so that they can hear, so that they can think. I'm not here to get you to believe nothing. I'm here to make you think about what you do believe. I'm here to renew your thoughts. I want to give you a new man. I don't like your old man. I want to get rid of that man. I want to create in you a new mind, a new way, a new life. I want to make you into a new people, a people who have a love for each other, a people who can be a light to their children and to the world of how they are supposed to walk in unison one with another. Nobody knows love better than we do. We are the creators of love. We have just let others lead us off away from love. We were, man, you need to talk to your ancestors. You need to talk to your grandparents. You need to talk to the people born in the 40s and the 30s and the 20s and ask them about life back then and see if we were not a people of love. And that love is what made us make it through the storm. That love is what made us grow. That love is what created our cities, our towns. Our love. Because we loved each other so much that we was willing to lay our lives down for one another. Where's that love today? Because the time is coming where you're going to have to love enough that you're going to have to be willing to lay your life down for your friend. That's how we know you love us. That's how we know who your friend is. Because when you love somebody, you're willing to lay your life down for them. And what greater love can a man have than to be willing to lay his life down for his friend? And you are my friend, you that are of me. Whether you're fighting against me, whether we at war with one another because of our beliefs, you still my friend. Because you're my family, and family is always friends. It's just that right now we have to separate ourselves because one of us ain't thinking right. I'm not gonna point the finger at you. One of us is not willing to bow down and say, look, I'm not here to fight with you. I'm here to build with you. So we ain't finna fight over nothing foolish. We finna create everything magnificent because we're going to do it together as one. We're going to raise, back in the day when you was raising a family, they say the children belong to the whole community, not just to you. It was the whole community responsibility. I mean, us among, I'm talking about us, the dark skinned race. I can, the other races wasn't doing the same thing as us. They didn't think like we did. There was everyone for themselves in their community. They were family, but they were still everyone for, when you look at the other nations, you understand that's not how you're supposed to be. Because they do everything against one another. Look at the movies they make. They got no love for one another. They make love to each other's wives. they'll leave you and go hook up with your sister or your brother or your mother, your father. It don't make no difference to them. They ain't got no respect for themselves, but yet we want to be like them. Where do you think all that come from? That land with many different women and stuff. That wasn't of us. That was taught to us by them. I remember back in the 60s when the Love Bug was out. That was the Volkswagen. They promoted that. Free love. Yeah. Everybody go out there and do their speed and their drugs. And they had drugs back then, hallucination drugs. And they go out in the parks and they have what you call Love Day. This was back in the 60s. And all the people was go out there. And at that time, when they did it, was mostly just all Europeans. You might have seen one or two of us in the crowd because we was with a European. And they would just freely make love out in the open and stuff, you know. That they was promoting free love, be free, make love. And a lot of us fell for that. When you truly love something, do you want everybody to have access to it? When you love your children, do you want everybody to have access to them? That question is a solution oriented. I'm I'm asking you these questions for a reason because I want you to think for yourself. I don't have to give you the answer. The answer lies within you. A lot of times you can hear the answer while I'm talking, asking the question. But it's just to make you think. You don't even have to answer with me. I want you to answer within yourself. It's not about answering it to me. It's not about proving yourself to me. You prove yourself to me by proving yourself to you. When you prove who you are to you, it automatically proves who you are to me. My question will be, who are you? Prove to me who you are. How do you prove to me who you are? By the things that you do. By the things I hear coming out your mouth and the things I see your body taking you to do. That's how you prove who you are. That's how you prove who you for, who you stand behind, what you about. What are you about? Are you about what I'm about? Because I'm about newness of life. I'm about renewing my people. I'm about a change of mind. I'm about all things becoming new. Oh man, y'all got to think about that. Hey, peace and well, I got to go. I just wanted to spend a little time with y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. This is y'all Sabbath, and may y'all be holy on this day. It say keep that Sabbath holy. If I told you that you was the Sabbath and you were to keep yourself holy, you would look at me like I'm crazy. But you are the true Sabbath. Christ, the one you talk about, which means an anointing. It does not mean a man, like as far as an image. It's a person who's been anointed with righteous ways towards his people. That's what Christ is. And that's you. Election, unless you be a reprobate. So I ask you to be anointed in love. I don't ask you to do nothing outside of that. If you would just fulfill that one command, That one command, love one another. You do well. That ain't nothing hard. That's all I ask from you. To love one another. I don't ask you for nothing else. Because if you love one another, you'll stand with one another. You'll protect one another. You'll look out for one another. You will be there for one another. You will become one another. Hey, I got to go. Peace and love. All right, time to shut this down.
Truths. What they never taught us about us. They taught us to start our story with chains. But the truth, we built before we were broken. We mapped stars, carved kingdoms into stone, spoke languages the wind still remembers. They didn't civilize us. They studied us. Then they erased the evidence.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me shut this down too. Y'all forgive me for that. I forgot I was live streaming over here.